Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today I'm gonna finally be doing a protest of this car, the BMW M4 GTS, which used to be a king of Class B, but is it still? That's what we're here to test out. And of course we're gonna do that by playing in Classic Season, taking advantage of the fact that currently I am in the Gold League, or whatever it's called, Pro League or whatever. So I'm gonna be trying to rank up with this car now, with the additional bit that I'm gonna be trying to bring some of the rumors into the races, because trying to play currently in here has been very difficult. I've only managed to find one race and it was a mess. So instead, I'm trying to bring the rumors in and let's see if we can do some races. But first, here's the stats of the car in case you're curious about it. But as you know, a lot of these stats tend to not be very accurate, especially the acceleration. And also, let's have a quick look at the colors, because I was under the impression that this car did not have color option, and then I was told that it does have colors, and I'm like, oh wow. Though to be honest, this does look very cool. So let's drive it like that, because that is, I think, the most iconic color for that car. So you can already see how many races I have, and of course I'm going to be doing a bunch of sequential races. So let's start this up. And of course, now that I gather some of the rumors to do races, then there's actual players to play with, and the rumors don't manage to make it in. Of course, but such is the game. But alright, so what's the deal with the BMW M4 and why I said that I finally am going to do this? Well, this car, as I mentioned earlier, it's basically, or was, one of the kings of Class B. It was a very strong car for the longest time, and I think it remains to be very strong. But as you can see, now it can be easily out-accelerated by something like that spammy Bentley. Oh my god, I hate that car so much. But anyway, so this car has been very strong, and the reason why I never made a video on it has to do with the fact that I never had this car at Pro. I did upgrade it a little bit. Ah, Jesus Christ, of course, I get knocked down right away. I did upgrade this car a decent bit randomly. I was never tried to MP tune it. And then eventually, the system of Max Pro cars was removed when we knew that this system was going to be removed. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about with Max Pro, don't worry about it. It was an upgrading system that used to be in the game like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. But yeah, when we learned that this was going to happen, then I took this car to basically 8888, the maximum or the equivalent to 8888 for the tune. And man, that was okay. I'll talk more about it in a second. But first, I got defeated by the Aventador and a SEC GT3 and the Bentley Continental, because of course I get knocked down. But okay, fine. Ooh, there we go. A couple of the rumors made it into this race. Actually, he just quit the race. What just happened there? But anyway. So yeah, this car, I upgraded to 8888, or the equivalent, before the change to only Pro cars happened, and that is because, based on, I've made some video about it, but based on how the cost used to be, or the prices for upgrading the cars, that was the cheapest way of upgrading the car. And then once the change happened, my car was left at that rank, and it was basically at, of course I get knocked down. By the way, I was triple tapping to get some acceleration at the start, but oh well. That's just how OP that Bentley is. But anyway, so yeah, I had the car at that weird rank for the longest time, and because I've never been one to care too much for strong cars, you know that I'm not too much about OP cars or the kings of the classes and whatnot, I was like, yeah, I'll finish upgrading this at some point. And like I said, when this change happened from Max Pro to only Pro cars, that was what, like a year and a half ago. Ever since, I've had this car at that rank, 8888, and never cared to upgrade it. And it wasn't even usable at that rank because, well, at that tune, because it was at the rank of what? 1593. So it was by 1 point above the an MP tune. So yeah, that wasn't great, and in general, I was never too interested in upgrading this car, but only recently, just last week, I decided to use some of my direct upgrades, and finally, I pro this thing, and that is why now I am making a video on it, because, well, let's see what the car is about nowadays. And I got defeated by a Cadillac 16, another car that is very strong, although in a different way than the Bentley, but I did beat the Bentley, GT by Citroen, AMG GT3, another Bentley, super fast, and the CLK GTR that disconnected. By the way, where's Book? I thought Book also joined. Oh, well. Alright, let's get to the next race. Now, given all of the rebalances that have happened since the whole system was added of making all the cars at Pro rather than Max Pro, Yeah, some cars now absolutely just obliterate even something like this BMW. So it's no longer as strong as it once was. So maybe that's a bit more of reason for me to drive this car now that it's not as OP as it used to be. But still, now I finally get to drive this thing. And like I said, I actually do like this color quite a bit. It's some dark gray, slightly silverish. I like it quite a bit. And actually, I got a good start right there. Let's not crash, GBT. Oh, everyone crashing. Let's go. I'm gonna get a W if I don't mess it up too hard. Much like a lot of BMWs in this game, it vrooms really, really nice. I think you should be able to hear it. I think my volume should be alright. But this is the same engine sound that the 4GT uses, and any car that uses that engine noise, suddenly I start liking it a bit more. And the fact that this car also has a wing and all of that, alright, it's not that bad. It's not as OP anymore. So I don't feel as bad as using... I don't feel as bad as I would have before by using this car. But yeah, so I'm doing the protest precisely because, again, I think everybody knew that this car was very strong, but now the question is how strong is compared to all those other cars or those few cars that can easily obliterate the performance of this. And I got a first place, brother! Defeating... Oh, there's Zen, one of the Vroomers. With the CLK GTR, we got a Cayman. We got a GT by Citroen, 2 of the spammy Bentleys, and 2 Acura NSX GT3 Evos, which used to be also very strong. But I guess that's not the case anymore. All right, let's get into the next race. And if my rhythm of doing the races is a little bit different than my regular videos, it's because, of course, I'm trying to organize with the Vroomers so that we get in the same lobby and all of that. So I need to make a little bit of time and, you know, then tell them, hey, jump in and whatnot. And look at that. I think that's Rubencito driving an MP-Tune. Yes, it is. An MP-Tune 4GT Mark II, which, by the way, vrooms in the same way that this car does. So, nice. Except that that one also has a supercharger. No, excuse me, a turbocharger. So, it makes some additional noises. But anyway. Come on, come on. So that Bentley, by the way, it really is too strong. I keep on saying that that car is just way too strong. It seems, oh, come on, dude. Why did you push me against that wall? I'm fine. I'm fine. I like doing those very, very, very long jumps. But yeah, I think you can see what I'm saying about that car just being a bit too strong. Now, granted, there's also a little bit of skill issue by being DBT, the one who's driving this car right now. But still, come on, Jesus. You know what? I think for the next race, I'm going to change the color of this because it's going to make it... Oh! Oh, there was a knockdown somehow. Oh, what just happened? I ran out of nitro and I got a podium. But Jesus, that end of the race was a bit of a mess, huh? All right, what happened there? Yeah, that annoying Bentley. I'm telling you, I hate that Bentley. I just absolutely hate it. But there we go. Rubencito recently joined the Vrooms team by wearing the Vrooms flag, so that's dope. Remember that if you change your name, you need to send me that information on Discord so that you can get on Discord a special color. But anyway, let's get to the next race. But you know what? Yeah, let me change the color. Give me a second. Ooh, here we go. I think we got into a full-on Vroomer lobby, so that means everybody's gonna defeat me because the Vroomers are very, very good. But that is all right. I started in pole position. Let's see if I can keep it. So yeah, Jesus Christ, come on, dude. All right, what's the performance of this car? Well, the reality is that I haven't driven it a whole lot, so it's not like I can really tell you. What I know for sure is the fact that it accelerates pretty good. Now, that's not to say that, well, you have seen it already, that there's cars that are easily out-accelerated nowadays, namely the Bentley spammy one, the Cadillac, the big one, what is it? Cadillac 16 or whatever it's called. So yeah, and probably something like the Aventador can also out-accelerate this thing. But overall, this should still be a somewhat competitive car. So if you have been curious to get this car and see how it performs, I think you will not be completely disappointed. The Nitro at least seems all right. But yeah, in general, don't expect this car to be a king anymore because it definitely isn't, but it does look very cool in that color, doesn't it? All right, so whatever happened there? I got defeated by Ultimatum, another one of the Vroomers. Some of these guys are not wearing the Vrooms flag yet, but I hope that they will. Just saying. But all right, defeated by the Acura NSX GT3 Evo, but I did beat a Ferrari FF, CLK GTR, and a Jag XKR SGT. Lovely. All right, let's get to the next race. Look at the Vroomers just looking cool over there. Oh yeah. Orbital Loop. All right, so I have some faith that I will be able to do somewhat decent in this track. You know that I have a track record, a relatively positive track. Jesus, a relatively positive track record on this track. There you go. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, and there's a knockdown already. And by the way, this is not a full-on all Vroomers lobby. Look at that, there's Thunderbolt over there. But, Jesus Christ, don't push me against the wall. I'm not panicking, you are panicking. We're fine. All right, managed to do the punch drift, and we're doing okay. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna say that regardless of what are my results... Oh, did it crash? I don't know if it did. But regardless of my results in these races, because again, I'm racing against the Vroomers, and the Vroomers are pretty good, and I do have skill issues overall, so whatever. This is a car that should not disappoint you too much. It's probably amongst the best cars that you can go for in this bracket if what you're looking for is performance. Now, again, you can go for the spammy Bentley, but why would you do that? Why would you join the dark side on using spammy cars? Now, I understand that the spammy Bentley is a car that you can get for credits, and it's a really, really, really good car, so it makes sense for you to go for it. And while I don't necessarily judge you for using it because, you know, if you are low on resources or whatever, and that's your only car, the only options you can go for, sure, go for it. But come on, if you have other options, bring something. Come on, we need variety. We don't want to see the same car over and over. Oh! He crashed, but I think he crashed right at the very end, so that didn't give me a position. That's fine. First place, not too bad, huh? Rubencito with the 4GT. We got Thunderbolt with the Ferrari FF Ultimatum in the NSX GT3 Evo. Then there's me. Top 4 Vroomers. Look at that. And then I got defeated by an Aventador, a Bentley Spammy, Sesto Elemento. That's brave. CLK GTR by Zazen and Book with the XKRS GT. All right, we're getting some mixed results, but I like it. And again, Vroomer just looking cool, walking towards victory. So yeah, I know, like I said, the feeling of this video is different than my regular protest because I am doing a little bit of, you know, organizing and all of that. But hey, here we are driving the BMW and seeing what we can do with it. So acceleration, like I said, definitely it's on the good side. And nitro, just don't do... I'm fine. If you don't just run with triple tap nitro all day long, you should be alright, because it honestly feels like a pretty decent nitro, though probably someone can correct me. And by the way, that is something that I do want to see more of, your guys' own opinions on the cars in the comments. Now, Vector Velocity, one of the people who leaves comments over here, tends precisely to provide that information, at least from his own point of view. But if you guys have driven these cars and you have some thoughts on it, let me know in the comments, because it's always cool, so that people maybe watch this video and they're like, oh, Jesus, so DBT doesn't make up his mind as to if this is a good or a bad car. They can always go into the comments and be like, oh, some people say that this is good. Oh, people say that this and that. So yeah, bring it on with some comments letting me know what are your thoughts on the cars that I'm testing, because in that way it helps other people who may be browsing the comments just to see what else people are saying. But alright, got defeated by Vroomers. Look at that. Rubencito with the 4GT Mark II. We got Book on the XKRS GT, Ultimatum on the NSX GT3 Evo, Zazen on the CLK GTR. Beautiful car. Oh, look at that. The Sesto Elemento beat me. But I had to beat the Bentley, Porsche 718, 650S, and another Ferrari FF. All right, medal results, but I'm a mid player. Okay, Dubai. Let's see. Like I said earlier, I did try to record this video before, but I said that it was a mess because I was... I'm so ashamed to say this. I had the wrong control settings, the wrong control scheme. So right from the start, I was in last place. And it's not that I didn't want to show you the L. I did record it. But after that, it took forever to try to find another... Oh, Jesus Christ! Another race, another lobby. So that's why I called in the Vroomers and I restarted the recording of the video. But I bring it up because I was racing precisely in this track. And it was kind of funny because even... Oh, I went on the wrong path. Oh, man. I was not always. Nowadays, I do a better job at remembering what is the optimal path over here. But apparently, some people are following me. So let's go. It's the one-eyed leading the blind or something. But yeah, it was on this track and precisely in this turn. I think it was in the opposite direction. But in that tight turn, a lot of people crashed, and I'm like, oh man, if I had not messed up my controls in the race to begin with, I could have probably gotten a very good result over there. But all right, look at that, second place, let's go, boy. Defeated by Thunderbolt with the AMG GT3, lovely car. But I did beat 2 spammy Bentley Continentals, Sesto Elemento, and a Citroen. Man, Boo Boo is really going hard with the Sesto Elemento. I respect it. Oh, did I just rank up? I think I just rank up. Let's go, baby. So even even with better players defeating me, I still managed to rank up. So that should tell you that definitely that BMW has some power. So let's do a few more races with it. And again, the rumors walking to victory. Now the real question is, can DBT get a victory? Now that's a different question. But alright, so just to finish my thoughts on the car, like I said, it is a very, very good car, even if it's no longer a straight up king anymore. But again, not being a king doesn't mean that it's gonna perform bad in multiplayer. The reality is that even worse car than this one can get good results in multiplayer simply because of the nature of how random multiplayer is. But if you're looking for good performance, relatively consistent good performance, then this is definitely a car that you should go for because, oh boy. Now, honestly, I don't know if nowadays this car is being... I'm fine. I don't know if this car is it's available to purchase anymore because obviously I own it from a long time. I don't know if it's being sold for fusion coins or what, but if you do have a chance to get this car in a non-expensive way, meaning not spending real money, then yeah, maybe you should go for it because it performs nice, it looks pretty okay, and it performs pretty good. So there you go. Now remember I said that can DBT get a W? I think I'm getting the anti-W, because I'm literally in last place. But hey, if I at least can get past someone, that would be okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna say that I got first place in reverse, so that's okay. I'm gonna overtake him over here. Can I? Yes, I can. Oh yeah, baby, and he got knocked down. It was a spammy Bentley, so I cannot say that I feel bad about it. Just to check what happened over there, we got Thunderbolt with the Ferrari FF, we got Sergio, another rumor on the McLaren 570S, Rubencito on the Ford GT Mark II, MP2 Ultimatum on the NSX GT3 Evo, Book on the XKR SGT, and then there's me, and the Bentleys didn't do very well, so that's kind of good. Now remember that you can always be a part of the Vroomy team. If you want to change also your name to have the Vroomy flag, let me know, because then you get a fancy role on my Discord server. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.